What would happen if the sun suddenly went dark? Not dimmed, not eclipsed, but completely gone. No sunlight, no heat, just darkness. How long would humanity survive? And what would happen to Earth without its star? The answer begins not on Earth, but in deep space. Far beyond the planets, something begins to distort space itself. A black hole. Black holes are not objects you can see directly. They do not emit light. Instead, they reveal themselves by bending light around them, a phenomenon called gravitational lensing. As this black hole moves closer to the sun, its gravity begins to affect it. Gravity does not pull equally across large objects. The side of the sun closer to the black hole feels a stronger pull than the far side. This difference is called tidal force, and tidal force can stretch objects, even stars. The sun begins to deform, not explode, not vanish instantly, but stretch. Its outer layers are pulled outward, forming massive streams of superheated plasma. This process is known as a tidal disruption event. The sun is not simply turning off. It is being torn apart by extreme gravity. As the sun loses structure, its light becomes unstable. Its brightness turns uneven, violent, distorted. It is no longer the stable star Earth depends on. But Earth does not see any of this immediately, because light takes time to travel. It takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for sunlight to reach Earth. So for those final minutes, everything appears normal. Then, suddenly, it isn't. Earth's blue sky exists because sunlight is scattered through the atmosphere. Without a steady stream of sunlight, that scattering collapses. The sky darkens, shadows disappear, and within minutes, day turns into night.
We are receiving reports from every continent. The sun has not returned. Authorities are asking people to remain calm.
Thermal, where are the thermal blankets?
Camping aisle, back left.
Crowds turned into chaos. Others panicked, stores emptied.
Phones are dead. Phones are all dead.
Everyone go home! Sophia! Sophia!
But not everyone ran. Some stayed home, gathering what they could, hoping this was temporary.
Is this one good?
Yeah, get the ones from the top shelf, too.
Preparing for a night they believed would end.
Take some. There's enough for both of us.
How long do you think this lasts?
I don't know. Just take them.
What if it doesn't come back?
It always comes back. That's what it does.
Promise?
Promise.
Within hours, global systems begin to react. But the real problem is not just darkness. The sun is Earth's primary external source of energy. Without it, the planet stops receiving the radiation that powers its light, climate, and biological systems.
All panels are dead. Zero input, not a single watt.
How long can the batteries hold?
Hours, maybe less.
At the same time, something even more important may have happened. The sun's gravity is what keeps Earth in its current orbit. If the sun is destroyed or loses enough effective mass, Earth would no longer remain bound in the same way. Instead of continuing its normal orbit, it would begin moving off into space. Humanity is no longer just in darkness, it is drifting.
All units, report status!
After 24 hours, the world is still here. But something feels deeply wrong. It never becomes day.
My clock says 8 a.m.
I've been standing here for an hour waiting for light.
Temperatures begin to fall, but not instantly. That is because Earth stores heat in its oceans and atmosphere. These act like a thermal reserve, releasing heat gradually.
It's getting colder. Already, one day in.
How cold does it get if it never comes back?
But without incoming sunlight, that stored heat is constantly escaping into space, and nothing is replacing it. At the same time, photosynthesis stops.
One day without light and they're already dying.
What about the fields outside?
Plants can no longer convert sunlight into energy.
Gone. Within a week.
They begin consuming stored resources instead. This is the first step in a much larger collapse. Inside cities, the lights stay on. For now, when the grid begins to fail, backup generators take over, but generators are not a solution. They are a countdown.
We've lost 3 substates in the eastern sector. Rotating blackout starting now.
They depend on fuel, and fuel is limited.
We have fuel for 2 more days. After that, top floors go dark first.
And heating?
Same.
In hospitals, the situation is more fragile than it appears. Modern medicine depends on constant power. Ventilators, monitors, life support systems all require electricity to function. For a while, everything continues as normal. Lights stay on, machines keep running, doctors keep working. With supply chains beginning to break, every passing hour becomes critical, because inside these buildings, survival is no longer just about the cold, but about how long the machines can keep people alive.
We're at 140% capacity. Hypothermia cases starting to come in.
Keep generators on ICU and surgery. Everything else is secondary.
Outside, people wait, watching the sky, expecting something to change, but nothing does. The darkness is no longer an event, it is a reality. By the 3rd day, the temperature drop becomes noticeable.
3 days. It keeps getting colder every few hours.
How cold is it gonna get?
Land cools faster than oceans, creating unusual thermal contrasts. Weather systems begin to destabilize. This is because weather on Earth is driven by uneven solar heating. Without sunlight, the engine behind wind, storms, and climate begins to shut down. At the same time, infrastructure starts failing. Energy demand rises because of the cold, but energy supply is limited. Modern life depends on constant movement. Food, fuel, electricity. Now those systems begin to fail.
Hurry, we don't have much time.
For many, time is no longer measured in days, but in how long the power will last. Food systems begin to strain.
When is the next delivery coming?
We don't know. Maybe it's not.
In many places, people continue going to work. Offices stay open. Lights remain on. There is a quiet effort to act as if nothing has changed, because normality feels safer than the truth.
Management says keep working. Act normal.
Normal. Right.
But outside, the world is different. Children haven't seen daylight in days.
The kids haven't been outside in 3 days.
Nobody should be outside right now.
Give it! I have a kid! So do I! So do I! Take it.
I have 2 daughters. I don't know where they are right now.
Across cities, movement slows. Streets grow quieter. The weight of uncertainty settles in. Because by now, people are beginning to understand. This is not a temporary disruption. Time begins to lose meaning when there is no sunrise and no sunset. And the questions start to change. Not what is happening, but how long will it last?
Do you think tomorrow will be different?
I don't know anymore.
After 1 week, the effects become visible. Agriculture collapses.
The root systems are shutting down. Artificial light isn't enough.
How long do they have?
Days.
Without them, entire food chains begin to fail.
My family is in the next district. I need to get through.
No civilian movement after curfew. Go back.
After 1 month, Earth has entered a new state. Permanent darkness, falling temperatures, no natural recovery. Without solar energy, the atmosphere keeps losing heat into space.
Careful. Everything is ice now.
How much colder can it get?
At the same time, human systems begin to collapse. Food shortages intensify. Energy becomes scarce.
Everything is dead. Every single thing.
38 minutes of fuel. Not enough for both wings.
The patient in the OR doesn't survive without uninterrupted power.
14 children in pediatric. No heating if we keep the OR running.
Switch it.
Hospitals shut down, one by one, as power runs out. What remains of society begins to fracture, not all at once, but slowly. As order gives way to survival, the world is no longer connected. It is divided into those who have and those who don't.
We know you have power. We're freezing. Just open the door.
We can't. We don't have enough for everyone. We can't.
There are children out here.
The facility is at maximum capacity. We cannot admit civilians at this time.
There are children here. We have wounded.
At this time.
I walked 9 kilometers. I am 73 years old. Please.
Hold the line! Hold the line! My daughter is 4 years old. Let go. I've got my mother up there. She's 72. We just need to pass through. Family 2 streets over. Nobody comes through. They're children. It's minus 15. We let one family through, we let everyone through.
We go around.
Stop the truck! We're not going to hurt you! Stop the truck!
There's a kid with them.
Don't stop!
There's a kid.
We can't leave him out here.
I know.
Papa, is Nono coming back in?
One per person. Move along.
Is there bread today?
Not today.
1 canister per family.
Been here 3 hours.
3 hours? How long does one canister last?
3 days if we're careful. Is there enough for everyone?
Come back tomorrow.
Transportation slows down. Supply chains fracture. This is not caused by one single explosion or one single impact. It is caused by the gradual failure of everything connected to sunlight. Sleep cycles break down. Some stay awake for days. Others sleep at random hours. The human body was never designed for a world without daylight. Inside cities, silence spreads. Not the silence of peace, but of absence. No traffic, no movement, no life as it once was.
Come with us. There's a shelter south, 40 kilometers.
She can't walk 40 kilometers.
Then we carry her.
She won't make it in this cold, you know that.
I'll find a way back.
No, you won't.
People begin to abandon places that can no longer support them, not in organized evacuations, but in quiet decisions, leaving homes behind, carrying only what they can, because by now, the truth is clear. This is no longer a crisis to survive. It is a world to endure.
Six months down here.
Do you think the sun is ever coming back?
After 6 months, the most important change is biological.
I don't know.
It's already minus 15. They're saying it's gonna hit minus 40.
At 40, we can't survive outside. Not even close.
I know.
Photosynthesis has stopped worldwide. This means plants, algae, and phytoplankton can no longer produce energy from sunlight. Phytoplankton are especially important. They form the base of marine food chains. Without them, ocean ecosystems begin to collapse. On land, plants die, then herbivores, then predators. This is a cascading failure across nearly every surface ecosystem. However, some life may survive. Deep ocean ecosystems powered by chemosynthesis do not depend directly on sunlight. They use chemical energy from Earth's interior instead.
You know, life was beautiful. Life was beautiful. We just never stopped to see it.
I know.
When it hits 40, there's no coming back from that. We all know it.
Changed the distribution again. Allocation is based on contribution now. This community survives on contribution. That woman hasn't had a full portion in 4 days. She's 58 years old. What's her contribution? Everyone chooses how they contribute. So do we.
Only a handful of us made it down here. The surface is 75 degrees now. Nothing can survive up there.
How long can we last down here? Why are you burning the money?
Because it's paper. Paper burns.
But it's money.
Not anymore.
There is nothing left. We can't find food anywhere.
The food chain is gone. There is nothing growing, nothing living up there.
After 1 year, Earth becomes brutally cold. Average surface temperatures fall to roughly minus 70 degrees Celsius. The oceans freeze at the surface, forming thick layers of ice. But deep below, liquid water may still survive for a long time because of geothermal heat. The surface becomes nearly uninhabitable. Any surviving humans would need artificial heat, controlled environments, and alternative food production. Life on the surface is no longer sustainable.
Someone's been here. The frost is disturbed.
This is our place. We found it.
If we start the turbine, 6,000 people get heat, including everyone standing here.
After 10 years, Earth is no longer a typical planet. It becomes a rogue planet, drifting through space without a star. The sky remains permanently black. No sunlight, no functioning climate system, no active ecosystems across most of the surface. Most life is gone. Only isolated environments may remain viable, deep underground, near geothermal heat, or in the deep ocean. Earth does not explode. It does not disappear. It simply becomes cold, dark, and silent. Everything on Earth depends on one thing: the continuous energy of the sun. Take that away, and the planet does not end in a single moment. It unravels, slowly, inevitably, until the world we know no longer exists.